Dear students, today our topic is active and passive voice. It is chapter number 9 for class 9th and chapter number 1 for class 10th. Voice is the form of the verb that shows its connection with the subject. It is of two kinds, that is active voice and passive voice. Now what is active voice? When the verb shows that the subject does something or is the doer of the action, that is called active voice. For example, Ram eats an apple. Now action is done by Ram. So Ram is doer. So here Ram is the subject of this very sentence. So this very sentence is in which form? Active form, that is active voice. Next is that is passive voice. It shows something is done to the subject. Now an apple is eaten by Ram. Now an apple, this is our subject. So here we come to know that something is done to the subject. An apple is eaten by Ram. So a verb is in the passive form when the subject is the receiver of the action. In simple words, we can say the sentences that we make with the use of tenses, all the sentences come under the form of active voice. So now the question is, why do we use passive voice? What is the use of passive voice if we already have active voice? So first use is to eliminate the mention of the agent. Eliminate means to remove. So example is Ravi was found sleeping. So here we have only the result. Who did this? We have no idea. Second, to give emphasis to the recipient of the action, means the receiver of the action. When we have to give the emphasis, importance to the receiver of something. For example, English is spoken all over the world. So here English, that is the receiver. So here it is the subject. To make an impersonal statement. When we don't want to involve ourselves in any statement, then we use it. It is said that the prices of pulses will fall. Clear? Next one is to describe a process. First, the milk is boiled. To define something. When we define something. To make requests and invitations, you are requested to address the gathering. To warn, advise, or suggest something. Plastic carry bags should be banned. To write a notice, an exhibition of handicrafts will be held in hall number 15. To make announcements, the train to Amritsar has been delayed by an hour. To classify, sources of energy can be classified into two groups. So these are the uses of passive voice. No doubt we all use such kind of sentences in our day-to-day life, but the thing is that till time we were not knowing about the difference between active and passive voice. So now onwards, dear students, while writing these things, you must keep in your mind that where you are going to use passive voice and where you are going to use active voice. So let us study about the forms of passive voice. Passive verbs can be formed in the following ways. So first one is that is present simple. When we have any sentence in active voice and that very sentence is in simple sentence, simple present sentence, then how we will change it into passive? So I do my homework. My homework is done. If there is first form of verb SRS or do does, then it will change into is am are plus third form of verb. So second one is that is for present continuous. I am doing my homework. My homework is being done. Past simple. I did my homework. My homework was done. Did or second form of verb we can say it will change into was verb plus third form of verb. Past continuous. I was doing my work. My work was being done. Present perfect. I have done my homework. My homework has been done. If we have has or have in active voice, then it will change into have or has plus been plus third form of verb. Next is past perfect. I had done my homework. My homework had been done. Future simple. I will do my homework. My homework will be done. Future be going to. That is future reference we can say. I am going to do my homework. My homework is going to be done. Modal. So for these auxiliary verbs for modals, for example, can, could, may, might, must, have to, with all these we are going to use be plus third form of verb. For example, I must do my homework. My homework must be done. I can solve this sum. This sum can be solved by me. Clear? So next one is that is modal perfect. When we have any auxiliary verb means any modal verb plus have. I should have done my homework. My homework should have been done. Now let us talk about conversion from active to passive voice in the following cases. Transitive verb having two objects. Now first of all, what is a transitive verb? A verb which requires other words called as objects to express its proper meaning is called transitive verb. So here we have an example. He sent me a gift. If we close our sentence after sent, he sent. So in this very part we have subject and verb. Do you really think that this is meaningful? No. So here these two words need more words to complete its sense. He sent me a gift. Me a gift. Both the words are objects. So in this kind of active voice, what will be the change? Let's see. So in this case, we can use any of the object as a subject. So here we have two type of sentences in passive form. A gift was sent to me by him. I was sent a gift by him. Both are correct. You can use any of them. The second case is when a prepositional verb is changed from active to passive voice, then the preposition should not be dropped, means should not be removed or should not be deleted. It will be used as it is with the main verb. Here we have an example. They laughed at a poor man. A poor man was laughed at by them. So here we can see that with laughed we have preposition that is at. So in passive voice it has been used as it is without any change. Next case is that is imperative sentences. When we have imperative sentence in active voice, then we can change it into the passive voice in three different forms. First of all, I hope you all know about the imperative sentence. An imperative sentence is a sentence in which we give advice, order, command, warning. And in active voice, in such sentences, subject is not important. In first case, if we don't want to change the type of the sentence, then we will use let be. Example is speak the truth. Let the truth be spoken. Second case, if we want to make it simple sentence, then we will use should be. The truth should be spoken. And the third case is, in order to put emphasis on the person addressed to the passive voice has to begin with you. If we want to give the importance, stress to the person to whom we are addressing this, then we can use you. Work hard. This is in active form. This is imperative sentence in active voice. And in passive voice, now we want to give importance, we want to give emphasis to the person to whom we are addressing this. You are advised to work hard. In the case of interrogative sentences, it deserves to be noted that interrogative sentences will be changed into the passive voice in the same manner as sentences in different tenses. The question pattern of the sentences will be maintained. Means the interrogative form of the sentence will remain in interrogative form only. We cannot change it into the assertive one. For example, does he pluck flowers? Are flowers plucked by him? Why did you cut down the tree? Why was the tree cut down by you? So here you can notice that the sentence pattern is same, but the tense has been changed accordingly. Next is quasi-passive voice. In this very case, verbs are active in form but passive in sense. For example, sugar tastes sweet. Sugar is sweet when tasted. Besides all these cases, there are some miscellaneous sentences that I am going to share with you. So this is all about the topic active and passive voice.